Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. How are you today? Today I am here with Anna, and today we are going to talk about how to stay motivated every day.
Hello, everyone. I am very happy to be here today. Let's start our conversation.
Anna, thank you so much for joining us again. How are you feeling today?
I am feeling really good, thank you. I am excited to talk about motivation because it is something we all need in our daily lives.
Absolutely. Before we begin, can you tell us in your own words what motivation means to you?
Motivation is that inner feeling or energy that pushes us to take action. It helps us get out of bed, study, work, exercise, or even learn a new language like English. Without motivation, it is very easy to feel stuck.
That is a great explanation. I completely agree. Do you have a special morning routine that helps you start the day with good motivation?
Yes, I do. I try to wake up at the same time every day. First, I drink a big glass of water. Then I open the window and get some fresh air. After that, I go for a short walk outside for about 10 to 15 minutes.
Walking in the morning sounds wonderful. Why do you think it helps with motivation?
It wakes up my body and clears my mind. When I come back home, I feel more awake and positive. It is much better than looking at my phone first thing in the morning.
Oh, really? I think many people check their phones immediately. That can sometimes make us feel stressed. What do you do after your walk?
I sit down with a notebook and write down 3 small goals for the day. I keep them simple and realistic. For example, finish 1 English lesson, cook a healthy meal, and call my parents.
Writing only 3 goals is smart. Why do you think it works better than making a long list?
Because a long list can feel overwhelming. When we see too many tasks, we sometimes feel tired before we even start. 3 goals give us a clear focus and a sense of achievement when we finish them.
I agree completely. Small wins are very powerful. Listeners, do you write down your goals every day? If yes, how many goals do you usually set? Please share your thoughts in the comments below.
Yes, we would love to read your ideas. Now, let's talk about the difficult days. What do you usually do when you wake up and feel tired or unmotivated? On those days, I try to remember my bigger why. I think about my long-term goal. For me, it is improving my English so I can travel and meet new people. When I remember that, I feel a little more energy to start.
That is a really useful technique. Remember your bigger why. Many successful people use this idea. Can you give us another example?
Sure, if someone wants to get healthier, they can remember how good they will feel when they have more energy and can play with their children or go hiking on weekends.
Wow, that sounds motivating.
Another thing that helps many people is music. Do you listen to music in the morning or while you work? Yes, I sometimes listen to upbeat music while I get ready. It puts me in a good mood. When I study, I prefer calm instrumental music because it helps me concentrate better.
I do the same. Music can really change our mood. What about physical exercise? How important is it for staying motivated?
I think it is very important. When we move our body, our brain releases chemicals that make us feel happier and more energetic. Even a short walk or stretching can make a big difference.
That is true.
I started running last year. At the beginning, it was really hard, and I wanted to quit many times. But after a few weeks, I began to enjoy it. Now I feel much better on the days I run. Oh, really? That is a great example of how motivation can grow. In the beginning, we often need discipline, and later, motivation comes more naturally.
Exactly. Listeners, have you ever started something new that was difficult at first, but became easier and more enjoyable later? Please tell us in the comments.
Another important point is rest and sleep. If we do not sleep well,
It becomes much harder to stay motivated the next day.
Yes, I used to stay up very late watching videos. The next day, I felt tired and unmotivated. Now I try to go to bed earlier, and I notice a big difference.
that is a good habit. What about food? Does what we eat affect our motivation?
Definitely. When I eat too much junk food or sugar, I feel sleepy in the afternoon. When I eat more vegetables, fruits, and protein, I have more stable energy throughout the day.
I agree. Our body and mind are connected. Taking care of our body helps our motivation.
Now, let's look at some useful English. We often use want to when talking about motivation. For example, I want to learn English. We can also say would like to, which is a little more polite. Can you make a sentence with would like to?
Sure. I would like to travel to an English-speaking country one day.
Perfect. Another useful structure is I am trying to. For example, I am trying to wake up earlier every day.
Yes, that shows we are making an effort.
Great. Let's also practice pronunciation. The word motivation has the stress on the third syllable. Motivation.
Motivation.
Excellent. Another word is discipline. It means doing something even when we don't feel like it. Discipline.
Discipline is sometimes more important than motivation because motivation can come and go.
That is a very good point. Now, Anna, can you share a personal story when you felt very motivated and achieved something?
Yes. Last year, I decided to read one English book every month. At first, it was difficult because I didn't understand everything, but I continued. After 6 months, I could understand much more, and I felt really proud of myself.
That is wonderful progress. Seeing real improvement is one of the best motivations. What about days when you failed or felt like giving up?
There were many days like that. I just told myself it was okay to have a bad day. The important thing was to start again the next day without feeling guilty.
That is very healthy thinking. Guilt can kill motivation. Being kind to ourselves is important.
Yes. What about you, Mike? Do you have any other tips that work well for you?
One thing I do is celebrate small wins. Even if I only finish one task on my list, I say good job to myself. It sounds simple, but it really helps.
I like that. Another tip is to surround yourself with positive people or content. I follow some inspiring channels and read motivational stories sometimes.
That can be helpful, but we have to be careful not to compare ourselves too much with others. Everyone's journey is different.
True. Comparison can sometimes make us feel worse.
Listeners, if you are enjoying this conversation, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us continue making these episodes for you. Also, write in the comments, what is one small change you want to make this week to stay more motivated?
We read every comment and sometimes reply to them.
Before we finish, let's quickly review some irregular verbs we can use when talking about motivation. Feel becomes felt. I feel motivated today. Yesterday, I felt tired.
Another one is go, went. I go for a walk every morning. Last week, I went for a walk in the park with my friend.
Good. And begin becomes began. I began to feel more motivated after 2 weeks.
These small grammar points help us speak more naturally.
Today's conversation was really helpful and enjoyable.
I enjoyed our conversation today very much.
Thank you everyone for listening until the end.
See you in the next episode.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.